Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Spawn Nudie. I'm Spontaneous One. Welcome back to another card top. Today we're talking about Chulane, Teller of Tales. It's two generic, one white, one green, one blue. Yeah, I don't have these cards memorized, that's why I read them first. Just so you know, even if they have easy effects. Legendary creature, human druid, two generic, excuse me, not two generic, 2/4, vigilance. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card, you may put a land card from your hand to the battlefield, tap 3, tap. It's just 3 generic. Return target creature you control to its owner's hand. This personally is one of my favorite commanders. It works well with all three just color palettes. Green makes it come out easier, white protects it, and blue is just also very good form protection. With white and blue, you have a lot of cards that bounce cards back, and my suggestion would be to bounce green cards back so then you could get their effects off again. Like if you play a card that enters the battlefield, search for a land, put on the battlefield tapped, and that's it, and you just bounce it back with a 2-cost card, 1 generic, 1 white, return target creature card to its owner's hand, return target creature card you own to its owner's hand. There's a lot of these cards that people think aren't very good in a lot of styles, and they're not good in a lot of styles. But if you're planning on playing cards, this one, your hand, you lose 1 card in your hand, potentially make it back up, and then gain an extra mana if you have it. If not, you just go in hand neutral playing cards, gaining creatures on the battlefield, which will hopefully help with their effects. And there's a card I talked about recently, Grand Arbiter Augustus 4. This would just be 1 green, 1 white, 1 blue, because it makes it cheaper. Playing cards like that would help the deck a lot. And just playing Anthem effects makes this a very strong, annoying card. And if you're using the tap 3, tap, return creature card to your hand, that means you're probably needing draws, or you have too much mana. But it's probably not an effect that's going to happen off that many times. The Vigilance doesn't really get used unless you're buffing him, because a 2/4, it's not enough to go for commander damage. And I'm only talking about this as though commander, because to me this is one of the best commanders. It's okay in a regular commander deck, but in standard it's kind of slow. Hoping to get this 5-cost legendary creature just to pretty much draw cards to get to supposed win con. And 3 colors in standard is not as easy as 2. But in commander, 3 colors is pretty easy. Now, if your opponent has this on the field, you want to kill it. Just flat out. This is one of the kind of cards that I say kill on sight. Now, a lot of people are arguing it's not that strong. Well, not when they have, let's say, a card that whenever they play a land, like any landfall deck, play a land, get a 4/4 beast creature token. Or play a land, tap or untap target card, you gain 2 life, scry 1, so on, so forth. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. This is a beautiful card for landfall. You want it to go bye-bye. It just synergizes so well with just ETB. If there's something with ETB in it, creature ETB, land ETB, it's just a great combination, because you're drawing every time you play a creature. And you're supposedly playing, I'm going to say 2 lands a turn on a normal turn, because you'll be playing a cheap card and hopefully have an extra land in your hand. And you'll be drawing at least 2 cards a turn, so you get that synergy. You pull synergies like when you play instances and sorceries, get a creature on the battlefield, so then you're not just losing effects because you're not playing creatures. You get tokens. And then you can target those tokens to return to your hand instead of having to return creatures you don't want to return to your hand. And playing a bunch of low-cost cards, you'll then be playing stuff like Sun Titan, enters the battlefield or attacks, you get a 3 or less cost back onto the battlefield, which will then give you more effects. it's just a fun cycle, and you don't run out of mana. The only time you do is if you pretty much run out of cards in your hand, where you don't have enough draw power in the deck, which is kind of hard to do, or you just get kind of stuck with only lands or instances and sorceries, just stuff that you can't use. It to me, it's one of the kill on sight commanders. It's just very strong card, and I love it so much because it's a simple commander. You don't have to be very advanced in the game, and you can enjoy it. At the same time, you don't have to be a noob and play it. Anyone can play this kind of deck. It's pretty simple and enjoyable. That's just my opinion, though. You can take it or leave it. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Bye.